Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing more Victor. We're going to be trying to solve the question of how does Victor fit into the Verdance and Gravy Bones meta. Now, last stream, I talked about how I felt pretty comfortable with the Verdance matchup and where we were at with everything. But in order to try and make the Gravy matchup feel a little bit better, we had to change some things around and try some different tech. So we're actually going to lean on some of the Liam Holden tech from UK Nats and like the idea behind what they were up to when we talk about Verdance tonight. But I have set up the deck in a way that I think is more aggressive. We've cut some of the blues to try and be more aggressive to open up some more slots in our deck so that we can have better Gravy Bones sideboard cards. And that's the idea with what we're going with today. So that's where we're at, and that's what we're going to be testing tonight. Let's see. Trent, Martin, Mekado, Ben, Donald, Rose, Moose, Damien, Jay. I think I hit everybody. If I missed somebody, I'm so sorry. But if I did miss somebody, let me know. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you guys are chilling. So you guys have maybe never seen this shirt before. This is my cat headband shirt. I love this shirt. I feel like it perfectly encompasses who I am. I love this shirt. Like, this cat looks hyper focused. And it's wearing a headband, so it just feels pretty on point for what we're up to tonight. That's kind of where we're at and what's going on. So, here for the pony show. Let's go. Randy Powell, what's up, dude? Hey, I appreciate that. Yo, Snowy, what up, dude? How are you guys? Guys, thanks for being here and hanging out. Before we talk about the deck list and the changes that I made, because I've completely reworked the deck, there are two things I want to take a moment to talk about. The first one is, you guys have probably heard about this if you follow the card guys. The card guys, Taylor, Sam, and I have started a podcast called Breakpoints. And this podcast has been a lot of fun. It's really been like a passion project, I would say, for Sam, Taylor, and myself, and it's been a lot of fun. So what we do is we get together once a week. We record a video with a guest where we talk about the meta, what's going on, things that are relevant to maybe like our guest and what's happening. So it's pretty cool. If you haven't checked it out, you should. ! Breakpoints in the chat. There's also a timer that's going to be running around throughout the night. So make sure you check that out if you haven't yet. It's a great podcast. It's a really good source of information. And honestly, from a very selfish personal point of view, my favorite thing about it is that we balance this like level of like funny banter and also like having in-depth conversations about the game. And I feel like that's tough to do with some people. So it's a lot of fun to really have both sides of the coin in our podcast. So make sure you check that out. Taylor, I click on your YouTube and you're talking about breakpoints. See, there, we talk about the card guys and they show up, even if it is Taylor. Chang, when am I flying out? I fly out next Tuesday. Land in Singapore Thursday morning at like 7 a.m., I think, or something like that. My cat's on my desk right now. I love that. Sad to miss yesterday's stream. Power was out till 10. Oh, dude, man. I hate to hear that your power was out, Ian. I hope everything's okay, though. Hope your power's back up and everything's better now. I was like, you're here hanging out, so it must be a little bit better. Also, the other thing I want to talk about, if you guys have not seen this yet, this is called the Codex Journal! ! Codex in the chat. Excuse me. The Codex Journal is a great way to track your games. You have your life totals over here, and you have all of your game notes over here on the other side to be able to keep track of everything. There is a special edition of the Agrablaze 96 journal available that you can buy, but there's also all kinds of like different hero versions and all kinds of fun stuff. So if you are looking to improve at Flesh and Blood and get better at the game and you want a better way to take notes, ! Codex in the chat. So anyway, I have shamelessly plugged everything I'm going to plug. Let's talk about the deck list. Can you guys work on getting breakpoints onto Spotify? I drive a lot and listen to Fab's Pod to and from work each day. I think it's on. I'm pretty sure it's on Spotify, if I remember correctly. I'll ask Taylor and check, but I'm pretty sure it's on Spotify, Randy. I think you can find it on Spotify. I don't have a Spotify link handy, but I can probably get one from Taylor before the night's over with. Yo, Sean, what's up, dude? I'm good. How are you, brother? Good. How are you, man? Could have fooled me. Every time Taylor stops in, he sends a message from the Card Guys channel and then sends one from his personal. Dude, that's like Taylor's MO. He's here to like, push the branding and the advertising, man. I love it. I'm here for it. Okay. So looking at our 51 card main deck here, I have cut I've cut Wallops from our deck. I've cut Wallops because I think Buckling Blow is actually a little bit better. then Wallop, and I had a chance to catch up with Liam Holden about this actually. So in case you guys have, like, it's not out yet, it's not public, but I had a chance to interview Liam Holden and talk about his run at UK Nationals playing Victor, and we talked about his deck, and some of the things that I've really adopted are things that he shared with me and good insight he's had. So make sure you check that out on Friday. Also, if you are a YouTube member, you get access to that video tomorrow, so make sure you check it out. But looking at our deck, I cut the blue Wallops and we added E-Strikes to the main deck. I think that having E-Strike in the main deck is perfectly fine. Like, this is just a card that's, like, never really bad, in my opinion. I think it's okay to always have in the deck. Like, it's just a good 2-card 7. It works as Go Again in a lot of matchups. So I think that this is just a good card in general to have and to be on. So I really like this card, and I think being here is going to help us a lot. I am struggling. I don't know. Like, we played 30 blues for so long that, like, going back to 30 doesn't seem that bad, but it scares me a little bit. So, I don't know. That's where we're at. We'll see what happens. Our sideboard. This is where everything gets really, really interesting. So, Blow for a Blow is a 2 of in our sideboard because I think the Weakest Link is a better sideboard card for multiple matchups. But we're currently on 2 Blow for a Blow, 3 Chokeslam, 3 Crush the Weak, 2 Oasis Respite, 3 Shelter from the Storm, 3 of the Weakest Link, 3 Zealous Belting, and a Midas Touch. Now, I had originally thought about playing Sink Below in our deck, but I saw a lot of people from their nationals were actually playing Shelter from the Storm, which I think is really cool because Shelter from the Storm is a great tech card into the Assassin matchup, and it kind of helps shore up some of those extra points you're looking for. So I think having Shelter in the matchup is actually pretty good. And then tonight, I have set up the sideboard. We're going to be trying the Go Again cards in Blow for a Blow and Zealous Belting, and we're going to be trying the Weakest Link into Gravy. I've also added in Crown of Providence to the matchup because I think it helps with Gravy as well. So that's where we're at. That's what we're trying, and we're going to see how it goes tonight. Trying to find a way to beat the Gravy Menace with Victor? Bro, if you figure it out, you let me know, Sean. You figure it out, you let me know, brother. He does have it now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many other platforms. Dude, yeah, please shoot me a link. Yeah, having a link to it on Spotify would be great to share with people. Shelter sure feels better than Oasis into Assassins. I mean, bro, that's the truth, right? That's big facts. Although I have to say, I did play a few games against Slippy, playing against Annabelle, and I did have the chance to, I did have the chance to, like, get some really good value out of Oasis Respite. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I believe Martin. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. We're at the end of the rope tonight. We're at the end of the rope trying to figure out what we're going to make happen tonight. So, that is what's going on. We're going to try and play against Gravy and Verdance mostly tonight. Those are, like, the matchups I want to test this into. So, I'm probably going to be playing against a lot of Gravy Bones tonight trying to figure this out. And we immediately get somebody who joins, even though, like, it says looking for Gravy in the notes, which pops up right here. Happens all the time. Weakest Link seems pretty terrible, especially into Acilio and Levia. Nobody should play that card. Bro, I was, like, reading that at first, and I was like, Ian. I was like, I like it into Acilio. I was like, what? And then my man hits me with, this is definitely not a psyop. Bro, I love it. I absolutely love it. Dice Jar Greg. What an interesting name. All right, so I got to pull up over here and make sure we get the right sideboard plan tonight, just so we're not doing anything crazy tonight. All right, so tonight we're going to be trying Crown of Providence, and then from here we're going to be on Zealous Belting. We're going to be on the Weakest Link. We're going to be on Crush the Weak. We're going to be on Blow for a Blow, and we're going to cut Trounces if I can find them. Now we have one extra slot. Now, the question I've been asking myself is, do we want Midas Touch to try and help us clear, like, a smaller, less relevant ally? And in the sideboard plan that I have set up right now, I have been on, where's it at? I'm going to try the one of Midas Touch to see if it's good enough or not. But I don't know. Like, Chokeslam seems okay. I think we're going to try this. And, man, I don't know. We'll try it for a game or two and see how it feels. I don't know. Like, we'll try it and see how it feels, but I'm not convinced it's the best plan in the world. Okay. Well, I think we're going to pitch the Command and Conquer. Nah, we're going to pitch the Spinal Crush here to the Tech Plating, and we'll Arsenal a Command and Conquer, I think is going to be the play. I don't want to give them a chance to really do anything, so just setting up like this seems fine. I can give you some gravy games in a bit if you want. Yeah, absolutely. Would love some. Looking for readers? That's exactly what we're going to put, Martin. I love that, dude. I absolutely love that. I think right here, like this could just be their turn, right? So we should probably consider giving up another card here. We'll just crown away the Arsenal here. Plan on taking 3. I mean, the Gold Main Estate seems fine. Because if we rip into a blue, we can throw the Spinal Crush. And if we don't, we have the ability to throw the Command and Conquer. Make a Surge and throw Command and Conquer. So, like, it should be fine either way. Maybe we just want to throw the Command and Conquer with them not having anything on board. I guess let's start here. We'll just go ahead and generate a gold off of our Gold Main Estate. I think we're just going to go ahead and get value here just by throwing the Spinal Crush. This forces a couple of cards here. If there was something like a defense reaction in Arsenal, that would feel pretty bad, but... Midas on like a Limpet or a Rigger is pretty good. Yeah, I agree. In those situations, I think it's a pretty good card. I think the thing that we want to stay away from is killing something like a Whaler Humperdinck or a Chum with it. Although if I have to, I might consider doing that. It just depends on like, you know, how our hands line up and what things look like. I think having it as a 1-of is fine. It kind of just like forces some decisions. Oh, okay. Interesting. So are they just going to throw another boat at me? Like, is the plan for them to throw another boat? I mean, this is their only plan right now. Like, this is their only card. Which is fine. Okay. I mean, we're just going to CNC pummel here. They didn't put anything into play. They had an awkward hand that didn't block. Anything that costs more than 2 is a bad move. I agree. I agree. Dave, I need you to know that if you go back and watch the stream, dude, I was literally talking about jam last night. Like, I would draw like a bad hand and I would go, oh, a lot of jam right here. Like, I said that all night, man. I said that all night, dude. We were vicariously living through you last night, Dave. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I mean, if they have an ally in Arsenal, then like it's not that good for us, but we are definitely just going to go ahead and get the value out of playing this here. I keep hoping that our opponents will like make a mistake and like block with a couple of cards, but they never do. Discard a Rigor Mortis, and we get a Call to the Grave. Okay, I like this. Yo, Franz, what's up, dude? I caught up after I went to bed. Yeah, dude, I had a lot of fun saying that last night, Dave. It was pretty funny. Let's go like this. So we're probably looking to just block 3 here. What did they play that's a blue? They played... What, Chart the High Seas? Call to the Grave? Okay. They're trying to set some stuff up and get going here. Whaler Humperdinck is a pretty good one to have. They put Rigor Mortis into play, activate Dead Threads. Crash the boards for 6. Seems fine. So I think we're going to go ahead and block 3, and then we're going to go E-Strike at them into Hammer the Rigor Mortis. And then we can Arsenal the Pummel and look for a better hand. We want to save as much of our equipment as we possibly can. We've done a pretty good job of like starting the game out on a positive foot. And like Crown of Providence really bailed us out on the first turn there. So let's go after them. We'll put the Debilitate on the bottom first because it is a card we can technically play. Our opponent's just going to take 5 because they realize this is just damage. We're going to try and keep the board clear so they can't just do a lot of shenanigans here. So we're able to regain that 15-point life lead and then, again, clear the board, which is perfect. Alex, we are playing Blow for a Blow. We're playing 2 copies of Blow for a Blow in our deck, actually. So we are on Blow for a Blow. Yeah, I actually received that card as tech from Taylor Crawford. But yeah, Alex, yeah, it's a very good card, and I really appreciate the advice for sure, man. Okay. Now, the real question is, do we have another blue on top? Actually, it doesn't matter, right? We're good here. Even if we draw red, we're fine. We need to be able to keep our whole hand, but this hand's actually insane. If we can keep our entire hand, we're in a good spot. They use Dead Threads to be able to draw an extra card, and now they're going to view the top of their deck. I did not get an opportunity to ask him about that card specifically. I don't want to give away too much here because, like, you know, we spend quite a bit of time talking in the interview, but I did not ask him about that card specifically, Dave. Hey, what's up, Michael? Chilling after Nats, just bought and playing the new Doom game, which I enjoy. Yo, let's go, dude. Michael, that's awesome, man. Hope you're enjoying the game, brother. I am still testing pretty much into Gravy and Verdance, like, a lot, but I will be looking to play, I will be looking to get some games in. I will be looking to get some Assassin games in this weekend, though, if you're going to be around. Ooh, we're digging. Blue and a yellow lets them do it here. Oh, no, they're going to Mage Master Boots, so they don't want to attack with this. I mean... Okay. I'm trying to figure out what the best way to navigate this turn cycle is. It feels like we should just block 6 and kill the Whaler Humperdinck. What can they put into play after this? Sawbones, which is pretty good. If they put Sawbones into play, we're actually in a really, really bad spot, right? So if I take 4 here, I mean, there's no world we can just ignore this, right? Like, it's not, I don't know. If we take 4 here, I have the ability to go hammer. I'm sorry, it would be E-Strike, go again at the Sawbones into the weakest link at Chum. We're going to save this. I don't want to give this up. I just feel like these are all allies that demand to be killed. Like, these just feel like allies that demand to be killed. So we're going to go E-Strike. Targeting Sawbones. We'll put this on the bottom for go again. Like, leaving this Whaler Humperdinck into play feels so bad. I love that they're activating this because we'd already planned on killing this, so this is perfect. I am going to break the combat chain. We're going to go ahead and make a Surge. And then we're going to throw the weakest link at this. Yep. Yo, what up, Flesh and Bad? Is Blow for a Blow better than Blanche? Blow for a Blow last night made the games the closest I've had a chance to play yet. So it's felt like the best card by far. We played Tunic builds originally, Paul, into the Gravy matchup to see if it was going to be any good or not. And, like, I think that maybe there wasn't enough tech in my deck at that time that it just kind of felt awkward. But, like, it seems not bad. Like, it seems like Tunic seems okay. We did play a Tunic game last night into Gravy, and like we ended up winning the game. So I re-sleeved my shuffling cards for the first time in a while. Those sleeves I had were getting kind of old and raggedy. My buddy has been playing Tunic into Gravy and has had much success. So, is this worth using this? Like, I mean, I agree. Giving them 1 billion gold is bad, but like, what's the other option? At this point in time, we can block 3 with the weakest link here, and then we can throw disable at this. And then from there, we can try to find like a spot. But if we block this, we're going to take 8. That's going to put us at 26. I mean, I agree. Giving them 2 billion gold is really, really bad. I'm not saying that's the best thing that we could do here. It all feels bad. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's what we're going to do. I am not on Batter to a Pulp in this list specifically, no. It helps smooth out the turns where you need that extra resource to work with. Sometimes it's bad to have that clunk. Oh, sure. Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. Like, there's definitely been hands where... Like, there were a lot of hands last night. Well, I take that back. There was one turn in particular where Tunic was good last night. And to be fair, it was insane. It was very, very powerful. All right, so we got the Whaler off the board. We have fought through some of the board state there, which is good. We have this Midas Touch for later. And we draw into a pretty clean hand here. This hand's actually insane. Yeah, this hand's actually insane. Every Guardian locally is now, so I've dropped Gravy for Kano. Do you feel like it's that good into Gravy in your experience? Tegan and or Aurora, I'm not sure who I'm chatting with right now. You could try Blanche instead of Weakest Link, because they can eat the Weakest Link and ditch the non-block at instant speed. I mean, they can, but there's always a chance they have multiples, right? And like, don't get me wrong, the Weakest Link's not like the most insane card, but it does feel like it has some pretty high potential, is what I would say. So, I don't know. I am so content to just take 6 here. Like, this is 6. They, like, what, play Oyston or something? Because they haven't played an ally yet, so they get to play an ally. Actually, is it Dead Threads into Rigor Mortis? Okay, now they're going to attack me for 5. Do we care about the Anka is the question? So right here, we get to go 5 go again into Crush the Weak and Pummel It because of the Surge token. So I think we're just going to 12 here. If the Gravy isn't built with enough go again or can't make rum, pulping feels awful. That's fair. Yo, Scofrick, what's up, buddy? Running Blanche in my Slippy list, and boy, the tempo you gain from it's insane. I mean, it does feel really like, I'm not saying it's bad by any means. Like, please don't interpret it that way. I'm definitely not saying that it's bad. We're just going to go upstairs, and then we're going to pummel Crush the Weak at them. Like, Blanche seems good. I just also like the... I also really like the Weakest Link because it has play into other matchups. Like, it's good into Dio, it's good into Acilio. It does have play into Leviah randomly. Could be pretty good into Leviah. Trying to think of, like, what other things. I don't know. I'm sure there's... It's good into Verdance. Like, it has game into Verdance. Like, it has play in a lot of matchups, in my opinion, so... I think running Blanche and Jarl makes a lot of sense. I mean, this was never lethal, but this does allow me to get a card out of their hand. So we put them down to 4. Get rid of a golden tipple because they can't play it, so it makes sense. All right. We've put ourselves in a decent position. We just need to find a good hand here. Okay. Lead the charge 5 into 3.
Go.
Okay.
You love to see
All right. Maybe. I don't know. Yo, Grant Bartle. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. It means a lot.
You love to
Hey, let's go. Scofrick. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Guys, if you are new here, you're here for the first time. Maybe you watch videos and you're just catching the live stream for the first time. We got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourself. I would love to get to know you guys. Hey, what's up, Derek? How are you, brother? Derek, did you see Mahalis is just out there trying to hand out my address to people? Oh, man. So they're going to be able to swing 8. So 2, 3, 4, 8. They're going to be able to swing. Yo, let's go. Trent with 17 months of that tier 1 support, dude. My man said your fly is down, dude. Let's go, Trent. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, brother. It means a lot. We have to decide how we want to play this turnout. 2, 3, 4. So this is 8. 13, 16. Blocking 4 is exactly lethal. What if we were to give up a blue? So if we give up a blue to block with flexors this turn, we can keep a pretty high life total. And then we have 1 gold. So we still keep the ability to be able to, because they'll have 2 action points. They could put Rigor Mortis into play, I guess. If they steal our last gold, we're in a bad spot if we go for this play. I think I'm just going to give up the flexors here. We're just going to give up flexors here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and... actually, this doesn't work at all, does it? Were we supposed to keep the blue and block with the E-Strike, maybe? Because we only have 1 gold, like, which is just super unfortunate. Yep. Okay. And then we're going to flexors to block a clean 6 here. We need something like a golden sun right here. Has been to fatigue gravy as Victor. I have tried this multiple times with Tyler, and it's been very, very ineffective every time I've tried it. Yo, let's go, dude. I didn't know you stream, man. That's awesome, bro. I love that. Mike, I started at my LGS with Reinar during Arcane and Anything But Ketchup. Anything But Ketchup is pretty diverse. Well, let's go. Mike, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here and hanging out with us, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. Trying to see if I missed anything. So even if we crack this to draw a card, we have 1 floating and a card in hand, which means we do not possess the ability. Like, we need 2 gold here to be able to make this work is the problem. How many cards can we take out of their hand? 2? So I can go E-Strike Go again into Hammer. I feel like we've committed to this plan. I don't know. Yeah, so like in my opinion, if your opponent, like in my experience anyway, if your opponent tries to fatigue you, or like if you try to fatigue Gravy Bones, you will not succeed, has been my experience so far. Because there are just so many things that they can like stack and set up, and like they don't even have to, like, if they realize that you're trying to fatigue them, they just stack the gold instead of using it a bunch, and they just kind of sit on it throughout the course of the game. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go upstairs. I mean, like, we could always draw to, like, I don't know what we're drawing to. We probably need our last test of strength here, or we probably need to be able to see our Pot of Greed here is probably what we need to see. Yeah, I agree. Fatiguing, it's very hard. I think it's very tough to fatigue that. Jesse, he's got Anka. Is that a reference to something I don't understand? It feels like it probably is. As weird as that is, I think Dave is correct. Okay, so we're at 5, and we have to figure out how to get out of this. Do we just block with the blue here? What can they play? Oyston, Humperdinck. There's 2 Oystons. There's 2 Oystons and a Humperdinck and a Sawbones. So they can attack for 6. Because they need resources to attack with all of these except for the Oyston. Which means blocking here might give us the ability to try and get aggressive. You're very good at drawing riches the turn after you use flexors. So this means I need to start going, okay. I need to start being like, we're going to wait. Okay, so I think we're supposed... Man, this is tough. I think we're supposed to keep the Golden Sun, right? Because, like, a blue and a red wins the game almost on the spot. Like, we block here and go to 1. Because they have nothing else they can do here. Which means... I mean, I guess we can block with this, too. I don't know. Like, we're going to try to Golden Sun them off of our gold, I think, is the plan here. We're going to go to 1. Is Anka going to get us here? Like, do we just have to hope? Wow. Wow. Talk about playing to our outs. I think we had to, though, right? Like, we don't have another play. Like, I don't think we... Wow. How lucky did we get right there? Wow. Holy cow. Okay. So we did not get punished by the play that we made. Here is what we have to think about here for a second. We have to consider, is there a world where we can play around it? So what is the play otherwise? We would have ended up blocking 3 like we did, and then we could block with the Golden Sun as our only other choice there. And then we're still forced into, like, playing blow for a blow. Like, we play blow for a blow, and then from there, we are forced into, like, trying to draw a card, which we would have drawn into, I don't know, we would have drawn into, we drew into the weakest link, right? So we would have drawn into the weakest link there. So I think we didn't have an option. I think that was our only way to win that game, was to just go for it. I mean, yeah, we played the only out. Like, you're right. There is definitely, like, and I think that 8 times out of 10, whenever we make that decision, we probably do get absolutely just shattered and blown out there. But we got pretty lucky and we won. So we went first. We got the win. Used Pot of Greed to play Golden Sun with only 2 cards. Op had... Uh-oh. We're missing something cool. Yo, let's go, dude. Trent, gifting out a sub. Dude, Trent, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you gifting out a sub, Trent. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Not only did my man resubscribe, but he's gifting subs. Look at him. Sometimes you're the statue, sometimes you're the pigeon. Alan, I've never heard that one before. The one that my family says is sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. I love that. Sometimes you're the statue and sometimes you're the pigeon. That's absolutely amazing. Op had Anka, but drew no allies. Played to only out I had. Okay. We're already starting the night off better than we did last night, boys. You love to see it. You love to see it. All right. Just want to say thanks for the gameplay vids of Jarl you put up. Finally went 3-0 at my locals with the last match going near to fatigue against Mario. W with Channel Mount Eisen for 9. Yo, let's go. Cygnus, dude. That's awesome, man. Congrats, buddy. I love that for you. That's awesome, man. I love that. I'm super glad to hear that, like, you're, like, you know, like, moving on in your journey in Flesh and Blood, and that's great, man. Congrats. Jarl's a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing Jarl. Hey, Annabelle, what's up? Definitely the correct play, just risky. So I think that kind of, like, sums up this matchup, right? Is that you have to be a little risky when you're looking for stuff, but I think you, like, have to lean into, like, that's how you play. All right. Dromai Demolisher. What a name. What a name. Feels good playing Kano and not having to sweat Anka at all. Gotta be real. Wait. But... Wait, are you for realsies or are you trolling me? I can't tell because you draw cards. Because, like, you do draw cards off the draw card spell, right? I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but the draw card spell. The 2-cost thing. Yeah, I know exactly who this is. This is Bird that top 8 in U.S. Nationals a few weeks ago. Bird, if you end up watching this, congrats on top 8 in U.S. Nationals. But man, I'm telling you, I will never forget that game. I got rolled. Beast Within discards feel good against Anka? Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, you can just respond? Oh, so you don't care. You actually just don't care. Why Victor over Jarl? Doesn't he have a better gravy matchup? I really like Victor's matchup, like across like a lot of the like random decks throughout the meta. And plus, I really like Jarl. Or I'm sorry, I really like Victor. Like, if I'm just being honest, Victor's a pretty big passion pick. I feel very comfortable playing the deck. And I think it has a lot of like good matchups that are like outside of like the main ones that we're used to talking about in Verdance and Gravy. I've not tried Blanche. I've not tried Blanche or, I mean, yeah, we're just going to throw Spinal and Arsenal Crush the Week. So, Carl, I've not actually had a chance to try Blanche or Gravekeeping. They seem like solid options as like cards we could be playing, but I've not had a chance to really try them yet, if I'm being honest. Open the floodgates. Thank you, Liam. Thank you, Liam. Liam coming in clutch. Our opponent trying to block that damage. I mean, to be fair, like, it's not a bad play. Like, if you have nothing to do, just keep life total up, right? Like, if they're able to keep life total up, they'll be able to set up a little bit and do, like, good things here. I mean, sure. We might as well draw an extra card and see what we get here, right? We're going to go Zealous Belting, go again into Crush the Week, just trying to apply pressure anywhere we can. Game 1, we won off of using Pot of Greed to draw 2 cards into a Golden Sun. It was the only out we had, and they did have an Anka in play that could have blown us out, but they didn't have an ally, thankfully. Sometimes you got to play your passion. So I actually very much agree. Rose, I'm normally pretty against like just playing passion picks because I think that at like a high level you need to play something that is going to give you a good chance to win the game. But sometimes, you know, that's just like I don't really like Gravy Bones or Verdance. I'm not a big fan of playing either of those heroes. You know, there's multiple things in the meta that like I don't really enjoy playing. And Syndra has felt very off-putting to me, even though like it continues to win events. I'm just not enjoying the deck. And so for that reason, I have decided to play Victor. Brute Gang. I took Victor to Cyprus Nationals top 8 in second place. Lost to the 7th place Acilio. Acilio's a tough matchup. Acilio is a tough matchup. Everyone else just get good. Verdance is just Guardian with a bigger end game. Maybe. I'll never play straight aggro. Don't care if it's the best deck. I mean, I like playing aggro decks. I don't have anything against playing aggro decks. I think they're fun. Man, I really hate to like give up a gold here, but I really don't want to block with 2 cards and just kill this. I wonder if we're just supposed to give up the gold and just arsenal this for a better turn. Probably, right? Like, it feels super bad, but I think this is fine. Not that I'm a huge fan. Just get the race started early. Wait. What, Carl? I feel like I'm having a stroke. They cannot steal my shield, actually. No, because it's not an item. Or whatever it is. Like, this says... Still a gold token. Okay, yeah, so this isn't a token, so they can't steal it. It just says this counts as a gold. We'll just go ahead and kill Sawbones. This is like a mandatory have to kill when it hits the board kind of thing, so we'll just go ahead and kill it, and then we'll arsenal the weakest link. Took Levi to Memphis. I was the only one. LOL, that's so funny. I mean, this hand could be pretty good. We could block Spinal Crush, Macho Grande. Ooh, we don't have anything to do this with, actually. Are we supposed to give up flexors here? Because we drew Riches of Tropeldani? I don't like playing Crown of Dominion. There's multiple reasons, and I have tried it pretty extensively. I am a really, really big fan of playing Crown of Providence because it bails you out. Man, we got a lot of jam. A lot of jam in this hand, as Dave would say. But like it kind of like bails you out. It bails you out against like Arsenal Disruption, which I think is pretty good. And I also really like the fact that like they can't just steal an opening gold pretty quickly. Took Bolton to Battle Hard in Houston. Were you on Nimby Bolton? I really enjoy Bolton, but there's some days when you just draw your first hand and you think to yourself, what are you doing with your life? I've felt that way about certain decks before, for sure. Oh, Scowling Fleshbag? Dude, it's a crazy good headpiece. I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not going to be the last thing they do this turn, but I really don't want to give up all this equipment when we're probably just going to have to clear one of the... I mean, do we just use Crown here effectively, I think? We are going to crown here. Okay. I mean, quite a few reds in a row. Quite a few reds in a row. Crown feels good, but not like that. Draw something else. That feels accurate. I think crowning was correct there. I think we just kind of got hosed. I mean, I think we're just going to pitch this to quick dodge flexors here. We're just going to get value where we can. It feels so incredibly bad, but and then we can't even kill this thing. My God, this feels bad. We have some draws of all time when I play Victor on stream. And I do mean draws of all time when I play Victor on stream. Like, we have some very interesting draws some nights. It's amazing to me the amount of times that I'll draw one blue. Oh my God, this hand's insane. Yeah, red line Victor. That's the truth. Heart of the Cards does not exist when I play this game. Oh, man. Yeah, so we're going to go down to 31 here. Let this happen. I did draw CNC double pummel against Annabelle one day, which got me 2 potions, like 2 life potions, and against Verdance, which was so good. Oh. Hey, what's up, Kit? How are you, buddy? Yeah, we're taking damage pretty much as fast as we can here. Who needs blues? We do, Michael. We do. Just trying to give me aggro hands? Well, it's working. I'll tell you that, it's working. I was there the day you turned 0 fused pummel. I mean, listen, sometimes you just get to do it, right? Sometimes you just get to do it. It's Project Red on this stream. I like that a lot. That's funny. All right. Well, the good news is that we can... I don't know what the good news is. Okay. I mean, sure. This was what? 3, 6, 8, and then 4? I'm pretty content with keeping my gold here. Like, I know that Bird's also okay with me giving up equipment for this, so, like, it's kind of a lose-lose scenario. We're going to attack Bird with this. Dude, Project Yellow just be like all prisms would be hilarious. Okay, let's see how Bird responds. I'm curious to know if Bird's going to activate Chum this turn or not. My advice here, and you don't have to take it, is to simply just stop drawing reds. Yo, I'm telling you, Dean's got the advice of all time right here. Like, this is the advice we're looking for. So we're going to deal damage to them. And then it's just going to be Command and Conquer Pummel upstairs. Like, I know that not killing the Chum is, like, a pretty bad play, but I really like the idea of just getting super aggressive here. Yellow Tough Nut with Romping sounds insane. That could actually be pretty good. I could see that, Mike. I was like, yes. Block. Block, bird. Block. Just don't lose, bro. Easy. Yeah, something like that. All right, we're going to go ahead and play it. I mean, this buys us a lot of breathing room, hopefully. Hopefully we can also like look for a turn to be able to get the chum off the board. I would really like to be able like this is a card that makes me miss like out muscle and things like that. Yeah, we'll just take 3. Is this the go again, make a gold thing? Sure. Sure. I can't wait to play Verdance into Super Slam meta. I bet you can. My opinion, CNC Pummel here is solid. Chum is rough, but the pressure matters. Yeah, I think we're supposed to like just pressure with the CNC Pummel here. And then what? It's play Rigor Mortis and pass. I'm trying to decide like where's the line in the sand. Like they're at 12 and we can pressure lethal here. And technically Bird could Mage Master Boots here to put multiple things in play. Like could also just use the rum, which is probably just better, right? I mean, we're probably supposed to keep our gold token. So, like, we're definitely going to start by going upstairs. I'm pretty sure here. So, we're going to start by going upstairs, and then we're going to make a surge. If they activate Chum, we'll have to E-strike it, obviously. If they don't, we have a serious decision to make. Are we supposed to not make a surge because they have Chum in play? Like, is that a consideration at all? Man, this is tough. You can't kill Chum with Titan's Fist, unfortunately. You cannot kill Chum with Titan's Fist, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know if this is correct, but we're just going upstairs. I don't think we're supposed to make a surge, right? Like, I don't, like, the surge, like, potentially hurts us more, right? Yeah. I mean, the fact that they don't want to Chum doesn't mean that they won't want to next turn, though, is my concern. I think given that they just discarded an ally, they probably have another. Yeah, I definitely agree they had another ally, but my concern for the surge was not there, but this next turn. Because we have to decide, are we going to kill them right here? Or like what's the objective here? I mean, sure, the objective is to win the game. That I agree with at all times. Cracking a gold does nothing for me here, right? Like, cracking a gold does not let me throw Spinal Crush at all. I think just going at them is fine. Yo, what is green pitch and what are we doing? I'm here, though. I'm here for this. So it's going to be Limpet, Chum. So they're coming, like, they've just set up the consistent 6 here. Man, we are on, like, the verge of something great with this hand. I needed them to have a physical attack here. Are we supposed to take one, go to 9, block the other one, and then throw Spinal at them? Like, that's just the plan here, right? I think that's the plan. Just clash with Chum. That guy's cool, if only, right? Wrath of God, his ass? Bro, what does that even mean? I would love to play Wrath of God. If we could, like, if there was a Wrath of God for allies, I would play it. I take out Trounces, but I leave in the Test of Strength. That has been what I've been going for most games. I don't think we can Arsenal Rouse. Plus, like, I don't, like, we're going to fall down to 5 here. I don't think there's a world where we can ever Arsenal Rouse. Like, what are we doing if we Arsenal Rouse? Not enough, I fear. And we're just going to go upstairs. There's a weird world where, like, this could end the game. Improbable, but possible. I would love to Arsenal it, kid, but I just don't think we can. Like, there would have to be 2 allies and a 2-block in hand. Wait, 4 no blocks. Oh my god. Bro. I don't think chesting there is correct. If we use chest there, Mike, they activate Chum in response and then Arclight Sentinel's turned on. Like, I don't think we're supposed to use chest there. Like, it's not correct in that spot. I'm trying to type. Bird said you got revenge. I feel like this is just ever adding to the story of, like, mine and Bird's, like, lore, like, friendship lore that we have going on. This is so funny. Oh, man. God, that's so funny. Bird is hilarious. So, for anybody who does not know, Bird recently made top 8 at Nationals, at U.S. Nationals. And first off, like, I know I said this earlier, but congrats to Bird. Like, that's super awesome. On a side note, while, like, we're talking about that, the first time we ever played, I was playing Phi during the Dromai meta, and she hit me with, like, these, like, weird Calori, like, it was just crazy. Like, the Calorias, she just ran me over. It was the worst game I ever played against a Dromai, ever playing Phi. And I got rolled. It wasn't even close. She went on to top 8 that Battle Hardened, but, like, I got rolled. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. You feel bad for that gravy? Yo, Rose. I went 1-6 last night. Come on now. All right, let's see. Bird drew all 4 no blocks at 3 life, and I went for the spinal to kill and got there. Okay, now don't get me wrong, like, we're playing more games, we're getting more used to the deck while we're getting into the rhythm of things, which is feeling pretty good. We did win too. I got done streaming last night and Carly went, "So it's not going so well, huh?" Oh, and now that the fact that we've won 2 gravy games is awesome. The way you said ever just got, and we're ever getting back together. Whee! I love that Taylor Swift song, dude. I love that. Bird is awesome. Bird's really cool. We are 2-0 into gravy tonight. 2-0 into gravy. That's the second game we played tonight, Sam. I'm arriving at my villain arc. Okay, first off, there's no world we beat gravies on stream and I'm the villain playing Guardian. Come on now, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Okay, real quick, before we take a small break, 2 things we're going to talk about here. I talked about it at the beginning of the stream, but I want to talk about them more. If you have not checked it out yet, make sure you check out the new podcast that I'm on with Taylor and Sam from the Card Guys. It is called Breakpoints. Exclamation point breakpoints in the chat, and you will be able to find a link that will take you to all of the videos that we've released so far. Taylor does a really good job of editing, and Sam does a great job of coming up with content, like things for us to talk about. And I do a great job of being there, I guess. I don't know. But this week's guest is going to be really, really cool. Oh, hey, yo, let's go. Dude, James with 11 months of Prime support. Dude, James, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. It means a lot. It means a whole bunch, dude. Taylor's good at moving his hands. LOL, bro. That was so funny. This week's guest, you all may know him. He is your reigning U.S. national champion as of a few weeks ago, and he is by most considered the best wizard player in the world. So make sure you check out this week's episode. It's going to be awesome. The other thing we're going to talk about is the Codex Journal. In case you have not bought one yet, exclamation point Codex in the chat. Use code AgroBlaze96 to save 10% at check out. It's a great way to take notes and improve your game. So seriously, if you are looking to improve, make sure you check it out. They cut all kinds of different versions. It's really cool. Okay, we've plugged enough. I got to use the bathroom. 2 minutes. We'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. What? Rookie numbers? Bro, Cusco's out here. Look, this motherfucker's just sitting over there with a pot of sauce going, oh yeah, I'm stirring that shit up, baby. I'm stirring it up. Oh my God, we're going crazy tonight. This is as close as I'm ever going to get to going Super Saiyan right now. So I just need you all to know how, back-to-back Command and Conquer Pummel turns in back-to-back games. And you know what? Just like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not fucking leaving! That's right! This is the kind of content we're looking for right here. The fab tutorials that blow your mind. Blow your mind. The recipe is literally just vodka and Sprite and some Mio. You know, the little water flavoring things? You know, like the little, squirt. You, squirt the little water in. You squirt the little juice in the water, and then it's like, oh, num. This is so good. That's what it is. That's the secret sauce. I just crammed them all in my mouth. My God, this hand is dog water. Absolute dog water. I lied. You definitely did. It's your friends that you trust the most that hurt you. Can't even get my words out without laughing. Fuck. Dude, Call of Duty? Bro, look, dude, I'm good. I'm not, dude, I'm not even that drunk, Diablo. Dude. Ugh. Make you want. Okay, short break, and we're back. Welcome back. Let's get back to it. We're trying to beat Gravies tonight. Everything is seeming to flow a little bit better. Honestly, I think part of this is the fact that we're playing a list that is much more optimized for what we're trying to accomplish in the matchup. And I think the other thing that's like making this work a little bit is the fact that I have beat my head against the wall trying to beat Gravy so much that like I'm starting to like piece things together a little bit. So you wanted to meet him again. Let's see if he remembers you. Yo, bro, I mean, I highly doubt Majin remembers me, to be honest. I thought I was the best wizard player, you know? I mean, Annabelle, I would say the best wizard player I know doesn't have 2 potions pummeled away from them. Oh, I hope Annabelle's here and heard that. Oh, man. Looking for Gravy. I really hope Annabelle heard that. If not, like, one of the funniest jokes I've ever said live. Wasted for nothing. Wasted for nothing. Guys, by the way, if you're here for the first time, you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when you're new, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. I would love to get to know more about you guys. She said, oh, we're going there, are we? Oh, Annabelle has been helping me test a lot for Singapore, playing Verdance games into me. So big shout out to Annabelle for being cool enough to help me test and do all and like just be prepared for stuff like that. For that matchup, it's one of the ones that I am worried about going into Singapore. So yeah, big shout out to Annabelle for taking time out of her schedule to help me test and do things. Also, just like the fact that we're 2-0 into Gravy, kind of cool. Kind of cool. I know his 2 Talishar games was I mean, we just beat Bird Cabrera. Like, Bird top 8 at Nationals and has top 8 at multiple Battle Hardens. Like, that is a name I'm happy to have a win against. I waited for your live. It's 3 a.m. in Scythe. Dude, Mike, buddy, I am one. Thank you so much. I would love... This person wins. I put looking for Gravy, and they absolutely have Gravy in there. Oh my god. You know what? I can't bitch anymore about that. What an all-time troll. Whoever did that, thank you, because I know you're watching right now. Oh man, that's amazing. But yes, Mike, thank you so much for staying up to be here and hang out. I really appreciate that. But brother, if it's 3 or 4 a.m. there, man, please get some sleep. Like really, it means the world to me that you want to be here and hang out. But like, if it's 4 a.m., please go to bed. Take care of your body. If they didn't leave, you know what? Like, I was going to play them just for like the dedication to the bid. I was willing to play that game just for the dedication to the bid. Florian players got jokes? Dude, absolutely. That was awesome. I'm not sure that's Gravy. I mean, listen, they met the requirements. We were looking for Gravy. God, I love that so much. Man, I love when people do funny stuff like that. Like, sometimes the internet is just awesome. Bro probably just made an account for just this moment, and you know what? I don't blame them. It's worth it. If you had an email laying around like that, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Like, I'm so happy that they were willing to do that. Honestly, 10 out of 10 joke right there. Victor and fellow Guardians are more important. Well, Mike, thank you. I appreciate you being willing to be up at like 3 or 4 a.m. to hang out. I know there's quite a few people. I All right, you know what? We'll play a Slippy game. Sure. Like, I definitely want to test in a gravy tonight, but like we'll play a Slippy game. This is a matchup I think is going to be popular. So let me find my Slippy plan. This is what we're sideboarding in. We are not on Crown of Providence. We are on Shelter from the Storm, Choke Slam, Crush the Weak, and I think we're on. I think that's it. So Slippy, there's no Midas Touch, there's no Zealous Belting, there's no Weakest Link, there's no Respite, and there's no Blow for a Blow. Clicked on the wrong card. Man, that would have been hilarious. Carly did that the other day. For anybody who watched Boy Meat World. I'm eating gravy right now. Does that count? If you want a bad gravy, I'll play you. Do you care to play Verdance into me later, Annabelle? Or like maybe like after this? I mean, yeah, I'm willing to trade one card for these three to be able to throw Choke Slam at them. Their loadout is very interesting. Very interesting. I would have loved to have had another blue there. Having a blue there would have been awesome. Oh, I agree. This is not an easy matchup. I think this is a very close matchup where Victor is slightly favored. The absolute power move of creating an account, popping up on the stream, then just dipping. Oh, dude. Like, that is... I hold them up here in regards of respect because that is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Well, we managed to chew through every piece of equipment they have there except Flick Knives. I mean, I guess they can, like, use stuff to buy them back, but... Well, this does not feel good. Please, for the love of God, let us win this trounce. We win the first one. We're going to target ourselves. And we win with a blue. Okay, that feels pretty good. Having Shelter seems pretty solid. I hate that we just put another one to the bottom, but we don't know what's on top of our deck here. Well, I was going to give up the Shelter here, but I think we'll just wait. Them hitting Test of Strength kind of sucks, actually. New to Fab, quick question. Do you think I should start off buying Dash.io or the new Ira Armory deck? So, Formula, I would start off with the new Ira Armory deck. The Ira Armory deck teaches you, like, it's a very good, like, Ninja, like, Ira specifically is a very good class to teach you about some of the fundamentals of the game. It teaches you about attacking. It teaches you about blocking. Like, it just teaches you a lot about, like, very solid fundamentals of the game. And I really like it for that reason. So I would definitely start with the new Ira deck for sure. It's a very good place to be. Maybe not tonight. If you want serious, brains off, and I'm going to troll with Pummel Gravy. If you had said yes, LOL. I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, we can play some other time for sure. We respect Boat Pummel Gravy, do we? Do we? I mean, they don't have an arsenal, which feels bad. So, like, that kind of sucks, but... I mean, we could just take 4 here, right? An arsenal to Shelter. Yeah. I think just taking 4 is fine, actually. Like, don't get me wrong, it definitely feels bad, but... they probably won't block this. If they do for some value, it's absolute blowout city. Absolute blowout city. This Slippy's very interesting. They're on some very interesting cards. For sure, Michael. They're on some very interesting cards. I did not have intentions of playing into Slippy tonight, but this person just kind of loaded in, and it's a matchup I think I'll see quite a bit of. Oh, I meant to log this in here. We're playing against Slippy. We are going second. Thankfully, we want to be going second in this matchup. We get rid of a Shred. We're going to Arsenal the Shelter, and we're going to pass. I mean, this is 7 into 7. gonna wait in case this is a codex. It's also technically better for this. We get to save a card out of our deck. I mean, this is 14 points with a relevant on-hit effect. I thought that was a codex, to be honest. Yo, Taylor said big fan. Taylor, I'm a big fan of you. Taylor, I wish you streamed more. Chat, I think we should all encourage Taylor to stream more because I think Taylor's really funny and he has some very good things he brings to streaming. And I think maybe he's a little worried. So I think you guys should encourage Taylor to stream some more. Okay, nice. Pog. Streaming isn't your thing? Dude, I'm on a podcast with you, bro. I think you're pretty good at it, man. I think you're pretty good at it, personally. Are we about to Arsenal this Cranial Crush? I guess. I also thought it was Codex. Yo, Nicholas, what's up, buddy? We never respect the pummel. We especially don't respect two pummels. You're not bitter about it, are you? Yeah, see, listen to Sam. That's what I'm talking about. Sam knows what's up. I mean, I don't know if Sam's got the idea of calling you an idiot is the best way to go about it, but I like the spirit. I like where Sam's at. Play around anything basically here. Like we're playing around anything except for like Codex kind of gets us here.
You love to see it.
Yo, Formula, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you are here for the first time, you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. And they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? If you've never had a chance to answer those, please throw them in the chat. We would love to learn more about you guys. We're just gonna throw Spinal. Forces 2 cards. Like, we've had a pretty good run against, like, our opponent so far. We're only up 5 life, but, like, we've done a good job of, like, really stringing things together. We love to see it. Drew, plug in the Codex. I love it.
Let's
just use your hands a lot when you stream and you're golden.
You love to see it.
Oh, yo, Nicholas, thank you for the sub as well on YouTube. Appreciate that very much. Guys, we get those same 3 questions for everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? The hot dog topping question actually comes to us from Drew in chat. Ooh. That's not very cash money of you, friend. I mean, it's just still a gold, right? So, like, we're not gonna, like, super play around this, but... Okay. Sure. Ah... I don't know, call me crazy, but like, I'm kind of just like sensing that this is a Justinic. It's just wrong. We're not supposed to play like that. We're just supposed to take 5. I mean, I knew it. I could tell. Smell it. Do you keep a log of everyone's hot dog toppings? Yo. I do not, but I do like this idea. Hit a blue, then hit a red. You did it backwards, deck. You did it backwards, deck. It's not very cash money of you. Have you tried even bigger than that? I have not tried even bigger than that, Taylor. I have not tried even bigger than that. Would have much rather have drawn that Spinal Crush. On God, for real, for real. I think we're going to crack a gold here. Try to find a better arsenal. Yikes. Yikes. Hey, let's go. Drew plugging the Discord. Although it did not come through for some reason. That's so weird. Guys, if you are here and you are not in the Discord, we would love to have you in the Discord. That's right. Faces? I don't really have the whole faces thing down, but wiener toppings, we're in there. I got you there. I got you there. All right, it is working. What got me into Fab is Magic being only collabs now. Also One Piece because stale AF with a new set like every 3 months. Okay. I mean, so Formula, I also come from playing Magic, so I definitely understand where you're coming from. I also come from playing Magic, and I know that like the game can be a little frustrating at times. This plays around everything. Red Chokeslam. Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Cool. No doubt. Command and Conquer, because they guaranteed have an arsenal. So this is literally one. Is my man's memeing right now? No. This is 4. They can do this. I think it's worth it here. As weird as it sounds, I think it's worth making sure they don't have it. I think it's fine. I mean, it's because it is. Like, there's always another thing in Magic. Like, that's exactly what it's like. Oh, hang on. We're supposed to make a surge. And then play this. We only draw 1 card, which is, like, not the best thing in the world. Do we want to draw a card? Yeah, if we draw a blue, we're able to throw this and then pay for the Pox token. This Command and Conquer for 12. Casual. MTG has become the COD of TCGs, and MTG is Fortnite now. I feel like a lot of that's pretty accurate. Just in case his Fab YouTube career flops, then he can have the sickest hot dog stand of all time. Yo. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Silly's living in 2040 over here. Silly's living in 2040 over here, bro. I'm here for that. Yeah, we will pay for that. We'll keep life total up. No reason not to. Aw. I mean, yeah. Disable for 14 seems pretty good. I still want My Little Pony from MTG, though. I think you might be the first person I've ever heard say that. But respect for saying it out loud. Blocking with Sink Below was a waste. Blue, please. It's probably just good enough because this gets close to ending the game. I hate to like overpitch all of my resources here. Silly, that's funny. I will admit Sonic the Hedgehog got me a Shadow Hedgehog Commander deck was built. Oh, okay. I mean, listen. I love Sonic the Hedgehog. Always have. Sonic the Hedgehog's awesome. Love Sonic. Yeah, they literally had no reactions to block with. Okay, so I mean that felt pretty good. Now to be fair, my opponent was on some sauce. I will say they almost got us with the 1-card Bonds of Agony play because of the chess piece being a reaction. They can turn it into 4, which is kind of cool. They almost got us. They had us in the first half. Did I see that Dave said that he made a meme? Let's see. When used clashes to get ahead early and stay ahead. Chained. Gold main estates together for max value. Siege Rhinos roll together. All the real ones know. Even if you hate Siege Rhino, all the real ones know. We're going to go back to looking for gravy games. I look like a Sonic fan. It's because I am, bro. I played all the Sonic games as a kid. Saw an Ira deck list with the new Armory deck, and it was pretty much 6 CNC since the new Inactive Vengeance is pretty much CNC. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool formula. This is by far the best Armory deck out of the box we've ever had. I think it's really good. All gravy, no taters. Tell them. Tell them. All right, let's take a look at this meme that Dave says he has created for us. Since we're rolling in memes in the chat. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I love this, dude. I love all the memes that you guys make about me when I'm streaming and stuff. You guys, dude, I have the best community in the whole world. You guys are so funny. Y'all crack me up, dude. Y'all crack me up. If you can't find a gravy quick, want a saucy Dory? Enter a message. Wait, what? Why does it say that? Hang on, I'm gonna have to look at that here in just a second. It's not supposed to be like that. Okay, so we cut trounces, crush the weaks, 1 Midas touch, 2 blow for a blow, zealous, the weakest link is what I've been sideboarding. Hang on, I don't know why the command is coming through weird. Yeah? Why is the timer coming through weird? Oh, because I didn't remove the text like a freaking boob. God almighty. Look at me. I'm over here trying to be a professional streamer, and I'm just like, oh, dirt to dirt to dirt to dirt. Do you guys remember the time I forgot to change messages? We'll wait and see what they say before we start the game here. All right, we're going first. Headstone. Headstone is spicy. Why Headstone? I'm processing, like, why Headstone? Are we just gonna Arsenal the Zealous Belting? I think we're just going to pass an Arsenal the Zealous Belting. Drawing another red's unfortunate. Drawing another red is very unfortunate. Have you had anyone join and tell you they joined the stream? I have not had somebody say that, but it might be... would be pretty funny if they did that. Dave makes some pretty good memes. Did you get to play Sonic Riders? I did not play that game. I didn't know there was a Sonic game I didn't know about, TBH. TBH, TBH. I mean, sure. Gotta pitch a card. Sure. What is the best effect of our hand here? I don't want to give up Crown because that just feels bad. Sure. They have not created a gold token this turn, have they? They did. So they would basically just generate another gold token here. This turn's actually a little weird because the blow for a blow kind of makes this awkward. Honestly, like, just having all this jam here that Dave likes to talk about feels really awkward. I'm trying to find the best way to play this hand because we can't 2-for-1 them with blow for a blow. So I'm kind of thinking that we take 7, Zealous Belting at them, pitch the pummel for command or at the Swabby into pitch Command and Conquer to attack them. Arsenal blow for a blow. Nah, we're gonna get rid of the Sawbones, actually. Yeah. Feels weird to take 7, but we're going to. Ever see Sonic X shadow art or fan art? I don't think so. Man, maybe I'm not as big a Sonic fan as I thought I was. That's what I'm learning right now. Like, that's the takeaway from what's happening. All right. So it's going to be Zealous Belting at the Sawbones. Just to get this off the board. And then it's going to be Command and Conquer at them. I do not have batter. I do not have batter to a pulp at all. I'm a big fan of blow for a blow, and that's kind of the spot that we're talking about here. Are you going to try the durian fruit while we're in Singapore? There was a fruit that Carly was talking about that I can't remember off the top of my head, but Carly had talked about us trying a specific fruit because she thought it like sounded good. Like, what is this nonsense, bro? I just, sometimes, man, sometimes, I swear. Blow for a blow sounds like a good weekend. Yo, what? What? Yo, silly, jeez. It's okay to not be the most knowledgeable Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I mean, that's also fair. That's also fair. I mean, to be fair, I don't really think anybody was trying to make me feel bad. Like, I just how it lined up. Durian is a love it or hate it type of thing, but it's very unique. Definitely worth trying. Okay, well then we're definitely trying it. I mean, we draw a blue. This hand could turn pretty good pretty fast here. I mean, I guess that also works. Guess that also works. God, like, just not getting this thing off the board is so bad. Activate Dead Threads. Oh, no? I mean, it's a lot of pressure, but I think we have to lean into it. We're going to use Zealous Belting to kill the Cutty Shark. And then the weakest link at them. And we'll draw a card. Hopefully it won't be a blue, but I'm sure it will be. Ask a local to pick you up a good one. I definitely plan on finding and trying durian. Okay, so Carly knows what we're talking about. Okay, cool. The former Singaporean, highly recommend you try chicken rice while there. Sounds super basic, but it's so good. If you're into seafood, there's a bunch of great other dishes to try. So, Sandeep, I will say that, like, when Carly and I travel, like, food is like one of the biggest things we look to really like do. We love food, we love traveling, and so like while we're there, I 100% plan to like try and find like some really good like food. God, see, I fucking hate this deck sometimes. Like, this kind of stuff makes me so like upset. Because it's like, we draw 1 blue in 9 cards, and then we draw the blue when we need it to be anything else. Like, any red. I can't Arsenal this. This is like the shittiest blue in the deck. Ugh. Okay. Take a breath. Pull it together. Let's win this game. All right, back alley break line, double back alley break line, loot the hold, murderous rabble. They have a break line, a rabble, a break line, a rabble, a loot the hold. We're going to target them We also know they have a Call to the Grave in their hand. They have a Loot to Hold. And they have a Back Alley Break Line. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with Victor. I mean, valid, though. We're 2-0 versus Gravy, and we played a Slippy randomly more. Very smelly. That's okay. It's got that smelly smell. Feels bad. We're just going to block this out. This was a very mediocre turn. They are going to get to Call to the Grave next turn, which is not good for us. But we are going into the next turn cycle with our opponent not having anything in play, which is kind of nice. Like, they have no gold, they have no nothing. But that Call to the Grave is really going to turn on their whole text box. Why are they on the headpiece? I'm assuming it's either crazy good tech into me, or they're on a budget build headpiece is all I can come up with. Budget is what my gut tells me, but I don't know. We need to try and play around the gold-baited hook this turn cycle. That's right, the smelly smell that smells smelly. Them hitting the red on top of the rabble. Oh yeah, it was actually it was like very lucky for us because we didn't have to endure any extra damage there. But also like great because it's like you play like what 30 blues or something crazy. So feels really solid. Also, in case you guys did not know, at PT London, I use what's called baby blue dragon shields. They do not exist anymore. You cannot find baby blue dragon shields. They are not a real thing. They stopped making them. But you can find boxes of them on eBay for outrageously expensive prices. But one of my buddies who owns like one of our local shops, his name's Richard. He's a good friend of mine. Richard hooked me up with like a box as a present, and I saved them for my first Pro Tour, which was London, and now I'm like putting them on my shuffling cards and stuff like that. I think we're supposed to take 2 here, right? Like, it feels bad, but 5-star chicken rice is my favorite spot, but there's a bunch of good places. Okay. I'm glad that Carly's getting this information. Everybody, like, hopefully knows that I'm an uncultured swine when it comes to things like this. We are 3-0 today. We beat 2 Gravies, and then we beat a Slippy last round, Kevin. Having a little bit better results today. I mean, we're not like, we're not like Tim high-rolling people where we're just calling our shots or anything, but, we're surviving. We're surviving. God, dude, that was so funny last night, Kevin. I mean, bro. Had me rolling. Had me rolling last night. I do have... that's tough. That was not considering the effect of Anka. Probably should have stopped and thought about my turn for more than 1/10 of a second. Attaboy, Dealweed. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and kill Anka, put this to the bottom, name go again, and then we're going to hammer the Limpet, and we're going to pass. Oh, dude. Tim is just made of better stuff. So fitting, bro. So fitting. And, like, having known Tim as much as I do, it's even funnier to me, man. Are you going to the event at the Blue Post on August 2nd? Yes. So I'm going to post this. I'm going to be posting this in the Discord and stuff like that. And I'm going to post it in a few other Discords. But I'll talk about this while I'm live. Our local store owner, it's my buddy Richard who owns a store. Ew. He is hosting a gold foil tournament, but it's more than just that. Like, there's gold foil IRAs. He's giving away 2 cases of high Cs to the top 8 or something like that. I think it's something crazy. Now it's $50 entry, but like first place wins a gold foil, and there's like, I mean, it's like literal like hundreds and hundreds of hundreds, like probably close to thousands of dollars of prizes that they're doing. So yeah, it's like our local store, and there's a cap of 32 players that he's running. And he said if it hits an early cap before we get there, he'll try to expand the size of the event, which I think is cool. So this is like the perfect use of Midas Touch, right? This is like the perfect use of this. You should definitely plan a trip to come visit your family that weekend. 100%. Wish I lived closer to Tennessee. It's really cool. It is really cool that like he's putting it on. I'm going to try and go to the Blue Post. Dude, Taylor, like let me get you the event link so you can share it with all like the locals up there, dude. I'm not gonna lie, this feels really bad. Actually, let's think about this turn for a second. Pitch test of strength to tech plating. Pitch the blue. No, so we're gonna Midas touch the limpet. I think we have to waste the might tokens. Like, I don't think hammer for 8 is worth leaving Sawbones in play. It feels so bad, but I think that's exactly why we play a 1 of Midas Touch. Okay. Okay. We're cooking with some cheese now. We are down 11, which sucks, but we do have a pretty good hand. Feels so bad, but I think we have to take 3 here. Yeah, hang on. Let me, after this game, I'm gonna log in to the I'm gonna just hang on. Let me log into Facebook while we're sitting here. I mean, 2 games is enough, right? I'm completely kidding. I have to be able to find Okay. Yeah, let me try and finish this game here, and I'll get the link and send it to you. Yeah, post it in the Roanoke Discord? Absolutely. I love that idea. Please. Please do. Curse being on the other side of the world. I mean, listen, I hate that like you guys are like so far apart. Like I hate that like we're so far apart. I'm worried we're not gonna get another option to block here. I do wish that we all live closer together. I would like to be friends with everybody who hangs out in the chat. That's not a joke. Like, feels weird to overblock, but I think it's fine, right? I mean, we need to rip a blue here, but I think this is what we need. You got what I need. You say he's just a friend. We did meet at an airport. That is very true. Like, the odds of meeting someone at the airport at like 5 a.m. was really cool. Was pretty fun to do. Letting the Savannah guys know, but it's a cat. I mean, yeah, 7 hours, right? Even friends with Josh. Yes, even friends with Josh. I mean, don't get me wrong. Josh is the kind of friend that, like, you know, you want to, like, beat to death some days. But yeah, even friends with Josh. All right, hang on. Let me find this while they're thinking. Sure. Like, log me into gym. Just take me to the event page. All right. Here is the link for everyone. Hope that goes through. I promise you, I am not sending you guys spam. That is a gym link. Please, if you are in the area, come support our local store and come play cards with the chance to win a gold foil, you know? Oh, see, this is exactly what we wanted. God, I love this so much. This is such a tempo swing for us. Our opponent making a mistake like this is such a W for us. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that their turn is going to be like, you know, dog water, but like that's a really big hit for us. I think you should have just arsenaled that, right? Supposed to pitch a different card. I do like the idea of coming in for 11 here. Like, this could be very relevant for their turn. Clipping it and sending it to him? Please do. Send it to him. Please do. It was early. Well, my plan is to hang out with you at Worlds. Martin, let's go, dude. I'm excited to hang out in Worlds, dude. I'm excited to hang out at Worlds, man. Worlds is going to be a lot of fun in November. There's a lot of people going to this event that I only get to see, like, you know, like once or twice a year. So I'm very, very glad that I get to see like a lot of the people that I don't get to see the rest of the year. Also, it's time to start planning the fun dinner we're going to do in Singapore. I don't know how many people are in the Discord that are going to be in Singapore, but I need to find out. Need to find out. Worlds is going to be sick, I agree. Worlds is going to be sick. I completely agree. We're like, as Lady Gaga says right here, we're on the edge of glory with his hand. Cranial Crush, E-Strike, Gauntlets. Surge, throw Crush the Week. Like, depending on what else they follow this up with. And see, right now, if my opponent had kept the Tip the Barkeep to Arsenal, they'd be in a much better spot. Breakpoints dinner? Yes, please. Absolutely. Absolutely. Breakpoints dinner. 100%. This will also be my first World attendance, Martin. I did not know that it was your first as well, but dude, I'm very excited. This can be my first Worlds. I wish I could go to Singapore. I mean, dude, I wish, like, I honestly, like, I wish everybody could go to every tournament, which I know is, like, you know, draws one or more cards. How important is this? Like, do we need to just, like, you know, cast the hammer, or is it go upstairs time? This feels like go upstairs time. I don't know. Going to every tournament is fun? I mean, yeah, Ethan, I imagine you live it up, dude. I mean, dude, Ethan, by the way, I meant to message you the other day, but dude, big congrats. I saw your post on Blue Sky or Twitter the other day, whatever it was, about that you're, like, officially, like, in cahoots with LSS now. So, dude, congrats, man. That's awesome. I know you've been working at that for a long time, dude. You think Anka's a kill on site? Really? On site? Interesting. Ethan, this is probably a stupid question, but I assume you're going to be in Singapore, right? I assume Ethan will be in Singapore. I mean, he goes to every event, right? He was just telling us. He was just flexing by telling us he goes to every event. They kept a loot to hold. Is that the go again one? No. Well, blow for blow has been, like, really bad this game. What are the odds that we take 6 and we go E-Strike, go again? No, we'd have to play. No, we'd have to play the E-Strike, right? I think we're going to 5 here. Feels weird, but Aggro, just invite him to dinner. We need to stream. I'll only go if I get invited to your dinner. You know what, Ethan? For the stream, I'll invite you to dinner. I'll invite you to dinner for the stream. I'm kidding, Ethan. You're always welcome, man. I like Ethan. He's a funny guy. Ethan is what I would call a chill dude. Plus, Ethan likes to make fun of me, and I think that's pretty fun. My man said saved. Do you think that performance bonus is a better option than blow for a blow? So I actively tried to play performance bonus, and it felt worse than blow for a blow. But in this game particularly, like, yeah, it feels like it would have been better, to be honest. Feels like it would have been better. I have no idea. Shit. I have no idea if continuing to go upstairs right here is correct or not. But we're going to keep trying it. We're going to keep trying it. I think both blow for a blow and performance bonus aren't good. Why do you think they're both bad? Talk to me, Damien. Hey, Damien, listen, if you ever want to jump in VC and, like, have a conversation that's before midnight, I'm in. But, like, brother, you cannot message me at, like, 11:50 and be like, hey, I have an idea. Do you want to talk about it? Because I would love to hear your idea, but the problem is you messaging me at 10 till 12. I am in bed, dude. I am old AF. AF. Levia mains are our friends. We got you. How are you not up at 11:50? Because I get up at like 7 o'clock to go to work most days, dude. And I am awake, but I'm in bed with Carly watching TV, or like we're like, you know, laying in bed, like just unwinding for the evening. I think my opponent's trying to decide if they can kill me. Yeah, they're going to go to 1 and try to kill me. We're going to try to block with 2 cards and keep a blue and one other thing. Oh, this will never have go again. Yo, did them going to 1? Man, that sucks, actually. Did not consider the repercussions. What happens after midnight is between you and the Lord. That's funny. I mean, don't get me wrong. My phone's on loud at night because, like, you know, if like one of my siblings ever needs me or something, I'll pick up the phone in a heartbeat. They're playing almost like 0 allies that like get blown out by blow for blow. Carly can wait, but these ideas can't. Carly, are you listening to this? Are you listening to what they're saying right now? I'm sure Carly wouldn't mind me being on a call. I'm up at 5:30 to 7 o'clock. Yeah, dude. No way I could wake up at 5:30. Like, when I was in college, I managed a restaurant where I had to be up, like, super early like that. And, like, dude, it was awful. I think this turn's not going to end well for me. Maybe it's in response to Ira being so good. I could see that, actually. Carly can give us her input on Victor. Guaranteed win now. You kill an ally, and then... Wait, what? Oh, shit. Bro. Trent's living in 2050. I had not even considered this play pattern. Wow. Yo. W's in the chat for Trent, dude. Maybe Carly likes horses? I don't know. Carly's never mentioned that she likes horses. She's never said she doesn't like horses. So... Maybe? Maybe? Let's get in the car and see where it takes us. Trent's the GOAT. Confirmed. Damien said I've won like that. That's just crazy. Yep. Maybe. Let's get the car and see where it takes us. Dude, I see that Family Guy meme all the time, bro. Like, it's actually crazy how much I see that Family Guy meme. So this is going to be Anka for 6. So 1, 4, pitch the Thunderquake, 5, 6. Get a golden car and name it Victor? Did not realize that was an instant. Gonna have to pay more attention. If that costs us the game, I'm gonna be sad. Let's talk after the stream. I'm recording the podcast tonight after the stream, bro. Dude, I totally played myself. I mean, the good news is that, like, okay. I feel like they should have thrown the boat at me this turn. I don't know. Interesting. Enjoyed the latest breakpoint. So if Taylor cosplays Young Lyeth, who cosplays the lion? I'll be the lion. Taylor can sit on me. Oh. Onka! Onka, 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 onka. And they don't have a Sawbones. We win! Yay! Sure. Was all calculated. Clip it and get it in the intermission. We'll do theirs. It doesn't matter. And we win. Wow. All right, Trent, the homie, for calling that out. I think they drew the boat off the gold. Okay, that makes sense. If they drew the boat off the gold, that makes sense. All right. Things are looking good. My headset's turned off. If somebody's followed or subscribed and I've missed it, I apologize. My headset turns off and I forget sometimes. We did get a win. Up went to 1 off Golden Sun. Blow for a blow. Was able to attack an ally and ping them for lethalies. Ping them for lethalies. Today is not the 4th. Today is the 8th. All right. Let the good times roll. Let's look for a Verdance game. We played 3 Gravy games and, like, it does feel better. So, Jesus. Let's look for a Verdance game. Let's see how well the strategy works with AB2 and 2 Oasis Respites. What do you think of using Blanche instead of the weakest link? If you're using Blanche specifically for Gravy or Prism, it's fine. Like for a budget purpose, it's like perfectly okay in this meta. I completely think that's okay. Loro? I hope I said that right. Loro? But yeah, like, I think the weakest link is so powerful because it has play into other matchups as well. Like, the weakest link is good into Dio, it's good into Acilio, like, it's decent into Verdance. It has play into multiple things. My man said, trust the brute guy, I know damage cards. Cole, was that you? Or were you just saying GG? I can never tell. Annabelle just wants that. If they have Sawbones, you still win? Yeah, if they have Sawbones, we just attack the Sawbones, and then the prevention gets eaten by us hitting them, and then we hit them with a 1 damage. That was you? So, Cole, you have a lot of very interesting ally choices. Blow for a Blow was looking really, really bad most of the game. Like, both times I drew Blow for a Blow, it felt really, really awkward and didn't really line up very well. So, like, a lot of your ally choices were very interesting. Do you care to walk me through some of those? Like, no shade. I'm genuinely just curious. Okay, so it's AB, tech plating. I think we're on Crown of Dominion. Yep, we are. And then we're going to be on Zealous. E-Strikes are in the deck. I think we're on Choke Slams and Oasis Respites. We cut Trounces. And we leave in the Test of Strengths in this matchup, just like we do against Gravy, because I think this is what I'm going to try tonight and see how it goes. Hopefully we have good results in this matchup as well. If we have decent results into Gravy and Verdance, I will take it every day of the week and twice on Sunday. That's what we want to be fixing. Normally I'm using Humble just for an on-hit. I mean, Humble's not bad, but I think that Blanche does really good into Gravy, yeah. Oh, I was saying that you want me to, like, clip that and, like, add it to the Be Right Back video, which I'm okay with. Like, we haven't added to the Be Right Back video in a minute. I made the Be Right Back video in January, so it's time to add some more stuff in. Yep, AB2 is pretty good, I think. AB2 is the way. I'm curious to see how it feels. Like, being able to block AB2 here feels pretty good. I am worried about... Oh, please attack us. Sag. Attack me. Attack me. Attack me! No! No! Sag. Alright, so it's going to be pitch this. This is a little unfortunate that, like, this didn't line up very well. But we're just going to go ahead and throw 9 and try to get aggressive. We should hop on a call sometime. I would love to bounce video ideas off of each other. Yo, dude, I'm down, Snow. Like, let's figure it out sometime, man. It'll be a lot easier for me to do that after I get back from Singapore, but I'm definitely down to do it sometime for sure. Yep. So our opponent just blocks for value. We're losing by a life, which is Big Sag. We'll go Roused in the Test of Strength, which seems fine. I actually like this because we can pitch the Golden Sun here. We can throw Chokeslam. Throw Chokeslam for 8, and then we get to Arsenal the Weakest Link. I'm actually 3-0 in my last 3 Verdances with Victor. Is there something that you feel like is working better than other things? Mike, because I'd be curious to know. I love that we are back on AB2 after this weekend where you said it was a trap. Well, so I had to cut something to try and make the Gravy matchup better, and I want to at least try the theory that Liam had into this matchup. We're gonna Respite ourselves. We're gonna target the Burn Bear, and then we're gonna AB2. Being able to do something like that is really good. The Weakest Link looking solid here. Just forcing a couple cards probably out of the Verdance hand, just depending on what they have. We may not force any cards, but, you know. It's going to be a D-React here. Probably going to be like a Decompose. No? Sink below? Okay. How's my day been? My day's been pretty good. Like, a lot of stuff going on at work that, like, is keeping me very busy, but, like, hanging out and being here with you guys makes it a lot better. Should have made a surge. That was stupid. King Khan asked me anything. Do you want to get coffee? Yes. Let's get some coffee. I'm in. If we make the surge, I get to do the whole thing here. But now I'm forced to decide what I want to do. I just don't think I can waste my gold here, right? It's sad that this is the best thing I have, but I think it's okay. Blue Post tourney in August has some insane pricing. Dude, Derek, it's awesome, right? It's really cool. I think that everybody needs to sign up and come to that. 1, because we love Richard and we want to support him. And 2, because it's just going to be like an awesome tournament. So I'm actually going to block with equipment here so that I can get value out of being able to go Surge, go again into the weakest link. I guess technically I should throw this first and then make a Surge. It represents Spinal Crush afterwards. And I love that this just potentially forces more cards out of hand. Like, the weakest link is just a really good card in Verdance. Well, it's situationally very good into a lot of things, which I think makes it okay. I mean, getting this in a D-React here, yeah, I'm totally okay with this. And they can decompose. Barely, but they can decompose. All right, so they have 5 cards. Now they have 1 Earth card. Depending on what they throw at us, I'm able to go E-Strike, put the Golden Sun on the bottom into Chokeslam, which is insane. If I have to block with some cards, I can block E-Strike and Golden Sun and then come in for 8. Go again, huh? Yeah, my hand's really good. Like, this is going to be like pot or something after this. Yeah. Is this a life one? Yeah. Go again into the Chokeslam feels pretty good here. This is just a 13-point turn cycle. I'm going to have to remember how to play this game. I do like the idea of saving Pummel for CNC. Most of the time, I'm a very big proponent of that. I think when I'm playing Tech Plating over Tunic, I think it's a little bit tougher to do Annabelle, and I think I have to just like kind of look for the Pummel spots wherever I can get them. So I think that's like one of the things that I'm looking to try and be more aggressive with them in this matchup due to that. Plus, I don't know, I did not think my opponent had double. I was just not respecting them having double defense reaction. If I'm just being real. Like, I had no respect for them having that. None. Op takes 3. This is probably going to be a felling. Yep. Do I want to take 2 to Arsenal Goldman Estate? I mean, we'll take 1. That's fine. I think I'm willing to go to 30 here to be able to play the Goldman Estate. Hopefully we don't just get absolutely, like, shell-shocked by a Plow under here. Victor is so rich he can have any feat he wants. Yo, what a statement to read. Oh, what a statement to read, Taco Bell. That's something else, bro. That's hilarious. Turns like this are what I love, because if we had thrown Hammer, they would have gotten value, and we would have like kind of taken that for nothing. So we make a gold and draw card. Well, that just feels bad. I mean, I'm not going to hold that in hand just in case. That feels bad. The desire to put blue Pummel in Verdance, I think that desire might be a little bit of a trap, Annabelle. I think it might be a little bit of a trap. Put Command and Conquer to the bottom. Do I want to get rid of my shield here? Like, Chokeslam for 12 is really good. The rest of us need a chance to beat her. That's funny. I think I'm going to block. I think like we're just looking for every point we can get. I actually love this because we can Arsenal Rouse. 12. Wow. Really? So I can take the pings down to 24 and then see what comes afterwards, which I think is fine. I mean, my hand's 7 into Command and Conquer. Like, letting them gain life does not feel very good here, but I wonder if I'm supposed to Arsenal the Command and Conquer here. Probably not, right? I like the idea of like cracking a gold to see if we can find a blue and then trying to throw Spinal Crush at them. But ultimately, this forces more guaranteed cards here. What it would take to make OG Bravo return to the meta? I don't know. That's a tough call. Let's refresh. I'm worried that I might have gone too low during the course of this game, but we'll see how the rest of it plays out. Take 2, throw Spinal Crush. Sorry, we're supposed to pitch the other blue here, technically. Draw something better, please. Really? We didn't draw a single... I actually like this. Because it threatens the pummel, and it looks like we were looking for it. Turn Arsenal face up, your next crush card gets +2 and dominate. Isn't that the new Bravo? Wow, no respect for the pummel here, really. Interesting. I mean, maybe they have the other defense reaction. I don't know. It's very possible. Like, the fact that, like, we've drawn so many hands tonight that have had 3 reds in it, and then we draw all blues right there. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Of course. God almighty, dude. I mean, we're super fucking dead if they have it. Like, we're super fucking dead if they have it. Just, God, keep losing games to shit like this is so frustrating. Like, we drew 4 blues in a row last turn, and then oh my God, dude. I mean, I think they were baiting us to play the pummel there. I agree. Like, it felt like they were definitely lining up to do that. Man, that is so unfortunate. Yep. They're going to take 2 here, fall to 7. Goldmane Estate draw card, does it make mites or, like, do anything for us there? We have to take quite a bit of damage, but this hand's solid. We have to take 5 to be precise. I mean, I think we're committed to the play. If they had the ring in play, we would talk about it maybe, but... Like, all of these are actions, so they can't combo us. God, if this is a plow under... Well, this feels bad. Yep. There is no more burn bears, so we cannot... I don't really know what us dying looks like from here. We get to throw 13 at him. I mean, I agree. This is a great hand. Like, I was hoping that they didn't have full combo there. And, like, they had it there. We should just be dead, right? Like, am I crazy? They should have just, like, cracked everything and went all in for it and killed me, right? Annabelle, tell me, was I dead there? Because it sure felt like I was. Oh, I'm supposed to make a surge first. Like, it sure looked like I was dead right there. Since they've seen Oasis, I can't go for it. Okay. Plow Under and a blue. Okay. So they're going to play Plow Under to try to take us off tempo here. I think we have to go for the win, right? Actually, am I supposed to go to 4? If I go to 4, I can play around with AB2 and Oasis here. I think that's better, right? They did not have a Rampant Growth in Graveyard. It was just the one they played, so they didn't have the ability to plume it back. I don't think through Oasis Respite and Oasis Respite and the blue, I don't think they can kill us here. And we have our gold, so this hopefully ends the game. Like, we have the ability to gain a life here and prevent them from, like, doing some nonsense here. I still think Op should have gone for it because of Striders, though. I mean, yeah, so, like, we didn't have it. If they just go for it, they win. But they don't know that, right? Which I guess is, like, a little bit of a, you know, damn if you do, damn if you don't kind of thing. And if you don't have it, I was like, you're currently taking 7, which is Lethales. Take 4, go to 1. Or I'm sorry, take 3, go to 2. So now we're super dead. Damn. Well, I mean, sure, we went too low, but, like, we went for the winning play, which I think we had to, if I'm being honest. I don't think we have another choice, right? Yeah, I don't think we had another line that won. No, I didn't forget how to play. I played the game this way intentionally. Like, everything I did was very premeditated and calculated this game. I did everything I did during this game on purpose, Annabelle. I know it's very different than how we played the other night. What happened? Oh, I mean, I know that it's not how I played the other night, but this was very, like, on purpose. Like, this was exactly how I wanted to play the game tonight. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think I have to go for the Golden Sun line there, right? Like, it puts me to 4, and then they drew the other combo piece there. Like, that wasn't like they just, like, had it in Arsenal. They drew it, so that's unfortunate. I feel like that game was going pretty well, though. We're going to try that matchup again. Let's see. Loss. Went for the win on Golden Sun, and Op had D-React into combo to kill me. It is worth noting that, like, the combo was for way less than it's normally worth because of, like, how we played that game. So, like, it felt like that plan was working. It felt like we just got, like, a little unlucky there at the end. Like, plus, like, the whole, like, triple red thing or whatever happened. Like, and I hate that, man. That frustrates me so much. I think playing tempo with Verdance is wrong. I mean, I've talked to multiple victors who say they're winning with it. Now, and I don't know if that's, like, because of who they're playing against or what, but it's at least willing to try. I'm at least willing to try this because this gave me a chance to restructure my deck to play, like, to make the gravy matchup a little bit better. They had 25 off Heartbeat. Yeah, I mean, if they go for the Heartbeat there, like, they just win there. Hey, what's up, Max? Have you tried Steadfast for these matchups? I have not, but I think Steadfast is a trap card. I don't know. It just doesn't feel that good to me. Kind of feels like a trap most of the time. And Annabelle, please don't, like, misunderstand. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that, like, talking to other people who, like, actively play Victor, they have been telling me that AB2 and rest and, like, a couple of respites are working, so. Dimensional Barrier is a trap card. In fact, it is. I can send you my list and you can try it. I mean, I'd be happy to try it, Mike, for sure. Like, look over it and see, like, what's going on. Yeah, if you want to shoot it to me in the Discord or something, I'd be happy to take a look. I was hoping we would find a Verdance game faster than this. It's fair, but I disagree. I mean, yeah, like, that's the beauty of the game, is that, like, you see it from a different perspective than, like, other Victor players do. So I'm curious to see how it feels. In a match where every piece of health matters as gravy as the games come close, I really like running Little Hammer plus Shield Providence over Big Hammer and Dominion into gravy. That's what I've been doing, James. Tonight, I have been strictly playing Oromegis, Titan's Fist, and Crown of Providence as bailout because it bails me out against their Arsenal hate. It's also good at protecting life, so I'm not losing to victors who play like this. I mean, that's fair. Like, I'm going to try it. If there are people who are telling me it works, I'm going to at least try it and see what happens. And to be fair, like, that game was, like, not bad. Like, that was, like, a good game. Like, I'm not upset with how that game went. We just lost at the end. Because, like, so here's the other piece of that puzzle, Annabelle, that, like, I think we talked about. When you combo me like they were comboing me, like, I can't do anything regardless. It doesn't matter. I'm not able to stop it. I think this is... What am I missing? Because we cut trounces. Oh, respites. Yeah. So this is what we do. So we're playing this and we cut respites. But yeah, like, you were winning all of our games the other day when I was playing like that. It just, like, the one game that I won against you, or, like, I won 4 of the 8 games that we played, but I was also playing, like, AB3. And, like, I was, like, playing, like, this, like, hard combo, hard anti-combo version matchup, like, version of the deck. And I just don't think I can play that and have tech into other matchups. And so I think if I have a chance to win this matchup, I'm willing to take it, is kind of, like, my thought process here. Did we just throw Buckling Blow here and Arsenal to CNC? It feels bad, but I think we're supposed to, right? I don't know. Is the gravy strategy to fatigue them? It is not, Ton. It is not. We are actively trying to win the game as we're playing it. If you go back and watch, like, the beginning of the stream, I do talk about, like, my plan and stuff like that into the matchup. We're not trying to fatigue them because I don't want to fatigue them. I want to be winning the game. I want to be forcing them to block. All right, so they're setting up the decompose on their turn. Verdance can hardly lose to Victor. Agrablaze is trying new things. Guys, I don't think Annabelle's like telling me not to try it. Like Annabelle's just sharing her experience with me because Annabelle's been helping me test this matchup. So like Annabelle's actually like been putting in like work helping me play this matchup a lot. I mean, I can't take for everything, so Verdance, I'm just taking my 30% is probably the correct choice over 30 into Gravy. I think Gravy will be more represented, so I am inclined to agree with like that position. Man, I would really like to be able to do something that doesn't just suck all the time. Like, I almost want to draw because we want to find something better than this. Okay, like, this is great. Now we can throw this. Actually, we should throw Command and Conquer for 9, right? No, we should throw the Spinal Crush for 12. Because even if they have D-Reacts, this is fine. We want them to start blocking. Also, like, even one of the things that I'm concerned about is that the AB3 plan in Big Hammer wasn't working often enough into you because of the healing potions. And I think I have a better chance of trying to run people down and trying not to let them set up the potions. Now, the fact that my opponent has went turn 1 potion, turn 2 potion is very unfortunate for me. I suggest a race face for both bad matchups. I mean, they could be fine. Also, his play into Syndra. It's good into Dio. It's okay into his Helio, I suppose. I don't know. I don't like the 2-block. That scares me. I don't want to have too many 2-blocks in the deck. D-React? No? Alright, so gonna throw like a Felling here. Well, we did have the oh, this is the Evergreen. Annabelle was telling me about this. Annabelle was telling me about like this being the tech that people are playing, which I think is interesting. Yeah, it just automatically goes to the bottom, which is super interesting. I don't know why you even play that card, though. You don't need it. You're playing like a 35 or 40 point combo. Man, we just cannot buy a card worth arsenaling right now. All right. Here's what it is. Is just the Verdance weapon. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's bad, but like, I feel like it has to be for something that's not me, right? It just happens to be good into me. I mean, I think we're just supposed to... Sure. I mean, yeah, take 2. So just saving as much life. All right, getting that amulet out is big. Getting one of those is really big here, guys. Getting any of the gain life nonsense out of the way is good. They did fall for it. They did indeed fall for it. Is it really 25% to see a potion on turn 1? Wow, that's crazy. That's really good. 25% is really high. I will tell you, I'm working on a way to on a fatigue way on Gravy. That would have to be a pretty intense sideboard if we're fatiguing Gravy Bones. I mean, I'm interested to see what you come up with, but that's really cool. Hey, what's up, Ash? We are victoring now. We're victoring for Singapore next week, so this is like some of the final practice reps we're getting in. There's another Felling coming in, I imagine. Because there's no way they decided Plow Under's better than Felling. I mean, I just can't imagine that's a decision that anybody makes. Ever. Yeah, I can't imagine that's the case. No, Annabelle, I believe you. Like, I'm not questioning you. I'm just talking out loud, and it's just like, that's really intriguing. So we're gonna block Spinal and the Weakest Link. You are the Weakest Link. We're gonna throw Chokeslam for 8, and then we're gonna Arsenal. We're gonna Arsenal go again here. There's an argument to be made that I'm supposed to keep the Spinal Crush there, but I think that blocking all 7 is just better than not. Low-key hoping a Vince set crushes it so I can watch a bunch of Runeblade games. I mean, fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I'm here for that. Hey, Cusco, what's up, dude? I sent you a friend request? Yeah, I'll accept it after the stream tonight. If you just stay at Vorty now, Verdance just loses. Is that actually accurate? Like, are you just saying that, or is that like on God for real kind of thing? Because listen, if staying at 40, if getting 1 potion and then staying at 40 means we win the game, I will do everything in my power to make sure we stay at 40. Being a Vincent player is being eternal B tier. You'll always see us at events, but it takes both luck and skill to top 8. I mean, that's fair. Like, well, there went staying at 40. We're just going to throw another Chokeslam. Just get aggressive here. I mean, but to Annabelle's point, the higher we can stay, the better off we are. I mean, yeah. Burn Bear is, like, definitely going to cause us some problems, right? And there's 3 of them in the deck. So there's, like, guaranteed 4 more damage that leaks through here. Been eyeing Vincent, a local buddy has the deck and is willing to let me play her at an armory. Hey, let's go. That's awesome. Just jumped on. How's the night going? Eben, we have beat 3 Gravy Bones tonight, which has been a very, very vast improvement. We beat a Slippy, and we have lost to a Verdance, and we're playing another Verdance right now. I mean, getting a Burn Bear like this is awesome. I love getting Burn Bear like this, especially when we have 2 Respites in the deck. I think we have to do it like this. Verdance is on 4 pots exactly. Verdance is on 3 healing potions and the Hunamu amulet. Interesting. Yeah, they're on 4. We still lose to 4 Rampants? I mean, doesn't most things? Like, I mean, yeah, if we get hit by 4 Rampants, like, it, you know, oh well, wasn't our day. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Okay. So, gonna put my Zealous Belting on the bottom, which is fine. Why Tech Plating over Tunic? I like Tech Plating in more matchups than I like Tunic right now, is 110% the idea. 110% the idea. But thanks for the kind words, Richard. I appreciate that. Also, appreciate you being here and hanging out. I run 4 in my list. Thought about actually cutting them. Deck doesn't need it outside of the grindy matchups. I mean, I think that like people who are like trying to fatigue you, like when you need hard combo, is like one of the only times you truly ever need the full healing potion combo. I do agree with that. Fatiguing a good gravy is like impossible in my opinion. Like a good gravy bones player will not let you fatigue them. I think it's almost near. I think it's nearly impossible. That blocks 2 or prevents 2. Why would you ever block with that? We're going to put Rouse on the bottom and block 8. I am a firm believer that in this matchup against Felling of the Crown, you're blocking every time. You put a card to the bottom, you put the card in the bottom of the deck that you want to keep the most, and then you block. If we had like a choke slam in Arsenal and we had like a surge up, I would consider taking 2 to throw 8 at them here. But right now, we have created the life lead that we want. We now need to find an awkward turn for them for us to take tempo, which is not that easy to do. Like, this hand's a little awkward. I think most people will figure out that you are trying to fatigue them, if I'm being honest. We're going to respite us. We're going to pitch the weakest link. We're going to target the burn bear. And we're going to AB2. I'm just going to like try and use my cards effectively here to stay alive. Majin would in fact know we are trying to fatigue. That I agree with. I agree. I think Majin, like, I think a player like that's very quickly able to realize when you're fatiguing. Very quickly. When I say very quickly, I mean I'm talking like in the first like 6 turns. It baffles me. Genuinely baffles me how often we draw triple red hands. And pitch the second red to Tectonic. Yeah. That would have been fine. Yeah, that would have been better because it sets us up for a potentially better turn here. Yeah, I agree, Trent. That makes a lot of sense. We're going to take 2, and we're just going to Arsenal the Oasis Respite, and we're just going to set up here. They only have 1 more Plow Under, and they pitched it a minute ago, so we can really look for a turn to utilize this. Please be a physical attack this turn. Would love to block with this Test of Strength. No, it's definitely not going to break the game, but you are correct. It's definitely a better play. So I appreciate you pointing it out, brother. Okay. Curious to see how they play the rest of this turn. Oh yeah, you cannot secretly fatigue Verdance. I agree. How did they botch their decompose? Oh, because they didn't have their hero ability turned on yet? Oh, I got you. I didn't even catch that, Nick. Good call. If the fatigue plan still works with them moving to Evergreen, probably not. Like, probably not. If, like, their last card is, like, a Felling, we put Golden Sun on the bottom, block 7. Our opponent kind of thinking, like, having a long think here about what to do. Oh, they get to put the amulet on the bottom of their deck? That's not good for us. They play the last potion. Well, we're going to make a surge. The fact that they were able to use that to put that like that on back, the amulet back on the bottom, scares me. Because the problem with me blocking out is like they're also able to block out pretty efficiently. And like we're basically gonna have to have this Oasis Respite like do work in the combo turn. May I ask who the next podcast guest is? Yo, this hero might be a dead giveaway at who the next podcast guest is. You guys probably refer to him as the greatest wizard player to ever live, which is pretty fitting. Okay, of all the turns you have gained life and now you attack me for 7. Really? I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty frustrating to me. That like of all the turns they have discarded this shit to gain life, and I've had clash cards every time, and now they decide to go for this. Are we supposed to take 7 and go Zealous Weakest Link? Threaten the pummel? This has been sitting here for a minute. We're going to get aggressive. I would break a gold and try to Golden Sun. The problem is that like I don't know like how well our clash cards are going to work the rest of the game. But yes, the next podcast guest on the Breakpoints podcast is going to be none other than Majin Bey himself, which is really cool. I'm very excited. I don't know that I'm hard changing the plan here, but like if I block 5, I take 2 and throw the weakest link. I don't know that like that's gonna win the game. So I think I have to try and like take a hand where I can get aggressive and try to get a lot of tempo here. I don't know that it works, but it's what we're going for because I want to threaten the pummel here. I want them to think that I have the pummel. Blocking 5 means they don't care about this. I have a felling and a scolding. We're just going to block 9. I mean, there hasn't been a turn where we could be aggressive. This was the best turn cycle we've had to try and flip the script. Like, we haven't had a turn to be aggressive is the problem. All of our hands have been awkward. We've had triple red hands, more hands this game than 1 or 2. We've had like 3 triple red hands this game. And so like, I'm being aggressive the first opportunity I'm getting is the problem. I'm not just going to be aggressive when they play a felling of the crown. That doesn't make any sense. That's not going to get us anywhere. But like when they only throw 7 at us and we're allowed to keep 4 cards here, I think we have the ability to try and be a little bit more aggressive. Use the gold? I mean, maybe we try to draw 2 cards this turn. Also gives us nothing for our Golden Suns later in the game, which is very awkward. I don't know. You better hope to fuck none of your PT opponents looked at your deck list if you plan to bluff Pummel. I mean, we didn't really have a better choice. Like, what were we going to do? Make a Surge that turn? I think the value of bluffing Pummel's better there. Like, I hear what you're saying. Like, there's probably a world where, like, my PT opponents have, like, seen my deck list, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. All right. Waning Moon here. I think I'm actually okay with this. We're just going to block. We're just going to pass it back to them and see what happens. I mean, they're probably not going to do anything. We're at 27. I don't think it's physically possible for them to kill us from here. Bluffing works sometimes, and sometimes I think it's your only choice. Like, bluffing the 3rd Pummel was better than making a Surge there. No, I want to save the Oasis Respite for something that, like, really matters. I want to save the Oasis Respites for something that really matters, is like what I'm going for here. Now, I know that I played one earlier, but I also played it on like a Burn Bear turn where like the whole hand was awkward. So I feel like that was like a weird niche scenario. We're just going to draw 2 cards. I mean, I just don't think I can ever Arsenal this. Like, it just feels so bad. I've experienced that they're not enough. I mean, sure, when an opponent has full combo, I agree. But the problem is that, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if our opponent has 4 potions in play and we're at 40 and we have 3 blues, a Respite in Arsenal, and a Respite in hand, and Tunic available, we still die. So we have to try and, like, I think we have to try and make this, like, tempo plan work is really just where we're at. There's a Golden Sun. There's all the Golden Suns. $26-26. We are 3-0 into gravy tonight. You IP yourself? I mean, yeah, but it's better than having an unplayable blue in our arsenal. Giving yourself an intellect penalty is better than having an unplayable card in your arsenal every time. I think this is their potion turn. This is like the last potion or whatever right here this turn cycle. We did find some better tech. Yeah, I agree. The deck, like, the ordering of the deck has been bizarre this game. There are 0 Fellings and there are 0 Plow Unders left. Unless they put a Felling back in the deck. No. Yeah, so physical attacks are Evergreen and, like, E-Strike from here. Buff power. Do I want to leave this on top and try to play it? I think so, right? Because we have 2 golds. I think this is fine. Try 1 game without what? Without what, Mike? I mean, I think Erase Face and, like, the 3rd Pummel is the best tech you can have in this matchup. because you need to be getting aggressive in the matchup. And that's why for a while I was on a third pummel. I was on 3. Like, also, like, if we're going to play the third pummel, we should probably just play, like, Tunic, though, right? Yo, are we dead at instant speed? Oh, no. They're just taking value away from this? I mean, makes a lot of sense. It's only the first one. Yeah, so they can still play, like, 3 in a turn. Try one without Oasis? I don't know about that. Without third Oasis? I can't remember if I pitched a red next. I think the next card might be the weakest link. Let's hope I'm wrong. Now I think it's Rouse. I do not remember after this. Please, God, be a blue. Seems about right. Gotta try and take cards. It's the only option we have here. There was no way to do them both, and I needed to be able to go Zealous into this game. We needed that turn. I will remember you. So, what are we cutting for these cards? Like, are you just wanting me to cut 2 Oasis Respite? Like, but then, like, we need 4 slots in total. So, like, I mean, I'm open to trying it, Mike. I am. Like, are we cutting the weakest link? We're only playing 2 Oasis Respites. So if we cut 2 Oasis Respites, we have 2 Erase Faces, which means we still need 2 more slots. Like, an exclamation point deck will show you my deck list, and you can, like, pull it up and, like, see what you would change. Oh, they said they're thinking. Wait, what? I'm not sure what you were trying to say there, Mike, in your last message. I mean, they clearly have a combo piece in their hand. But the problem is we can't kill them. Like, there's no disruption. There's nothing that kills them. Like, we have to line up good hands, like, when we need them in this matchup, I think. I was playing 3 Oasis in my last version of the deck. I'm not tonight. I am not on 3 copies of Oasis tonight. We're only on 2 tonight. I mean, yeah, so we're going to come in for 13, which is, like, great. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this is great. I love coming in for 13 like this. If we arsenal the yellow and we draw 2 blues in Respite, I still don't think we live. Yeah, see, opponent's just happy to go to 8 to kill me. It's been a very unfortunate game. Like the couple of we've had a few turns where they've given us chances to try and take tempo of the game, and it's never mattered. Like the turns they have given us the value, like the room to be able to find what we're looking for, it's not mattered. Like it's just been so bad. Here we go. It's honestly very weird that there's not more cards in the game that don't prevent your opponent from gaining life. Like, while this is in play, your opponents can't gain life. Is there any world I'm going to play, like, Chains of Imminence? No. Although it does work, technically. We need Batter to a Pulp to be distributed fairly for Guardians to easily improve game into Gravy. Oh, you're talking about, like, easier to, like, get copies of it? Sure. They passed because they had 2 of their Rampant Growths, and your health is so high they have to play 3 copies or they can't win. Okay, that makes sense. Kasai is the way forward. Man, I gotta tell you, we went down that road, and, like, it ain't happening. I just don't enjoy Kasai. So let's see. They've gained 8, 9. They're gonna what? They're gonna gain... Oh, they're letting this resolve? I do not understand. They've amped 9 one time. Tipple ban win? Real talk. I do not understand. I think they've played this turn cycle very wrong, right? Wait, how? It only showed them amping one time. Okay, well, one, like, they played this correctly and, like, they did it right, but Talishar should fix their UI. That's very misleading. I don't know. That's weird. Like, that's... I might actually say something in the Talishar Discord about them working on something like that. Because the fact that they only had 1 amp over there is, like, wild to me. Like, you guys saw that, right? Sure, you can pass on the Verdance trigger, but it only showed the first time they amped. It didn't show me, like, the amp other times, which is, like, weird. But, I mean, yeah, my opponent played that very, very well. So Respite would not have saved me here. I mean, I don't think we can beat the full combo as Guardian. This is why I think that if we're going to win, we have to look for CNC Pummel. Like, that has to be a necessary take. We have to look for CNC Pummel. We need our Go Again to line up. Like, we need to not draw triple red hands 3 times a game, which is, like, super, like, very unfortunate variance. And then the other thing, like, is, like, we have to get into a spot where we're walking the life totals down, and every time we had something, it just didn't matter. So maybe I'll look at trying Mike's tech of being on 3 Erase Face. Is Erase Face good into Gravy Bones? Like, can anybody confirm? When this hits a hero, cards and tokens they own lose all class and talent types. Is this good into Gravy? I mean, Erase Face would have been good here. Like, I'm not saying, like, it would have been better than anything else we were doing, I think. If it's not good into Gravy, we can't play it. If it's not good into Gravy, we cannot play it. We had success playing the Gravy matchup, and that's what this slot is for. It's good into Dio, it's good into Acilio, and it's good into Gravy. Everything else, like, we may just have to take our licks with Verdance. Which, to be fair, I think Gravy's going to be more of a problem than Verdance will be. I think Gravy's going to be way more popular, personally. Verdance, we went second. We did lose. Op was able to hit full combo by getting fourth pot back with new Earth card. Cannot beat full pot combo. Okay. So yeah, if our opponents are going to be on full pot combo, I don't think we can win that match. Like, I think it's too far gone, if I'm just being honest. Like, I just don't think it's there, which makes me kind of sad because I would like to be able to, like, make it work. But the problem is that we can't win that matchup with Tunic, AV 3 and 3 Respites either. Like, we have, when we're going to win this matchup, it's going to look like us hitting Command & Conquer Pummels twice a game. It's going to look like us, like, being able to go, like, you know, hammer, or I'm sorry, like, you know, go again into something else of relevance. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think that I do not think that AB3 with Tunic is the answer. Although I was talking about how I feel comfortable in the matchup, and I do feel comfortable because, like, if your opponent playing Verdance makes a mistake, you're in a very, very good position. So that's a very interesting thing to think about. But, you know, like somebody was talking about this earlier. Majin Bay is not going to make that mistake in Singapore. So, like, I can't plan for that to be the case. So, anyway, I don't know. We will go back to the drawing board and see if we can figure out. I'm probably just going to ask Annabelle politely to test into me this weekend, and we'll see what happens. So, anyway, before we get out of here, guys, if you have not, remember !breakpoints in the chat. Podcast that I'm a part of. It was going across the bottom of the screen tonight. Podcast that I'm a part of with Taylor Crawford and Sam from the Card Guys. So make sure you check that out if you haven't. !breakpoints will take you straight to the link. That'll show you all the episodes. Do not miss this week's episode. We have Majin Bay on this week, which is going to be really cool. We're going to get a chance to ask him a lot of fun questions and kind of talk about nationals and things like that. So make sure you catch that. It should be a really, really good episode this week. Also, last thing, and we're getting out of here. If you have not checked out the Codex Journal, make sure you do. !Codex in the chat. It is a great way to keep up with your games and keep notes at bigger tournaments. You got life over here. You got notes over here. It is a fantastic product, and it'll help you level up your game and take better notes at big events. Thanks for hanging out. No stream tomorrow. Ira Armory deck video coming out tomorrow. We'll be back on Thursday. Take it easy, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb.